Trezor Safe 7 wallet review. My honest opinion, my first impressions here. Am I getting this wallet? By the end of the video, you'll know what I think about this wallet and if I'm getting it. And by the end, if you want to get it, you guys can check out my pin link and also in the description. It should be after you click it, it should look like this. Basically, it'll take you to the official Trezor store. You can confirm that by right here, trezor.io, and it'll have my affiliate ID right there at the top. And you can just basically click the pin link or in the description or even in my link bio. You should go right here and it says Trezor. Okay, if you guys do buy it off of my link, I just want to thank you so much in advance for doing that. It really helps out my channel. Okay, and you right here in the store, you can click the Trezor 7, the Bitcoin only one, and they have the other ones too. But let's talk about the wallet, right? And if I'm getting it, if I recommend it, if this is your first wallet, time buying a wallet, is this a good wallet for a first time buyer? Or maybe you have the Trezor Safe 3. Is this a worth it from the Trezor Safe 3? I'm going to answer all that in this video. So right off the bat, this is Trezor's first wallet that is touchscreen with a big, a decent screen, right? Decent size screen. And it's also the first time having Bluetooth and being able to connect with iOS, right? Which there's an app for it, just like Ledger has an app too. But now Trezor can connect it with iOS or Android through Bluetooth or through your computer with Trezor Suite, which is a great user interface. And that's great. Right now, it's fully competing with Ledger in the user interface way like this. Okay, and I think that's a great leap, right? So that right off the bat, that's a big leap right there. The user interface, the big screen, the touch screen, very premium glass, right? Because I think it's aluminum glass. It's dust resistant, water resistant as well. If you go right here, you'll see all that, which is good for long term, right? Being dust resistant for long term. The other big thing too here is the battery. So apparently this battery, it's a live PO4 battery, outlasts the standard lithium batteries, delivering 4x the charging cycles and retaining power for years, even if stored away. So even if stored away, even if not used, right? I mean, this battery, based on what they're saying here, can last for years. Now, what I like about this is the fact that for some reason, if the battery does not work or how many years it doesn't work anymore, you can still use this wallet by plugging it in. I think that's amazing to know, right? Because some people might think, oh, if the battery just dies out, you got to buy a new wallet or you got to, put in your seed phrase somewhere else. But just by plugging it in, it will still work, even though the battery messed up. And I think that's really good. Now, the Trezor Safe 3, for example, does not have a battery like that. You can only use it by plugging it in. Okay, so I think that's a big leap. Right off the bat, this is, these big features that the previous Trezor wallets did not have. So I think that's really, really good right there for the Safe 7. Okay, the Bluetooth, we already went over that. And the other thing too about the display is that it's a pretty high-res color touchscreen. And I think I heard that it's iPhone 17 type of brightness. So it's pretty good type of brightness in display. Okay, it has Gorilla Glass, has the haptic feedback if you want that. Perfection in every pixel. So it's 62% bigger than the Trezor Safe 5, 2.5 inch right there, right pixel. And overall, really good size here, good user interface. We know that Trezor has great user interface with the Trezor Suite, and I'm pretty sure their app as well. The other big thing too is that it supports 70K plus dApps. Now, big thing about this, guys, in terms of security is you only want to be connecting to all these dApps if you have a burner wallet, right? Don't be connecting to all these dApps and airdrops and stuff like that if you have a ton of money on your wallet, right? Even though it's cold storage, if you guys click a bad transaction without knowing whatever it is, you can still lose your crypto, okay? So just be careful with that. If you're going to be connecting to all these dApps, you want to make sure that it's a burner wallet, meaning it's a wallet that you don't have a ton of crypto on there. It's just basically to connect and then you send that crypto to your main wallet, okay? But your main wallet should never be connecting to any of these dApps unless it's like trusted ones, right? Like maybe Uniswap or whatever. Okay. It supports third-party wallet apps as well, which is great. I mean, this is great to support MetaMask, Rabbi, which is a great wallet, Crypto.com even. So very, very good here. I mean, this is great to be able to have all this connection with third-party wallets and dApps. Now, the big thing here, the big thing about the marketing here for this wallet, right? The selling point is that it's quantum ready. Quantum ready security. And this doesn't mean that you guys should be freaking out about your wallet right now, that it's not quantum secure and this and that. Apparently, right, I'm not too technical, but apparently it's a wallet it's basically future proof for future updates, for when it, for quantum updates, apparently. Okay. I definitely had to do more research. I'm pretty sure a lot of people too have to really dig deep here on how it's quantum ready, but apparently due to the architecture, like it says right here, in the chip, which I'll be getting to here, it's apparently quantum ready. Okay, so I mean, that's pretty good if it is true, right? If it is a big value to it, right? If it's actually a big difference from these other wallets in terms of quantum ready, that's really a really good feature in terms of security. Because like I said all the time, the number one feature they should be looking at, the number one, it's not user interface, it's security. If the user interface is good and security is good, perfect wallet. But I would rather have a really good secure wallet versus a really good user interface wallet with bad security. And we saw what happened with the person that lost a ton of money in XRP. I don't know if you guys heard about this. And that was because he somehow toggled. He had an Uphold wallet, which is a cold storage wallet, but also has a hot wallet. And somehow he, by accident, toggled the hot wallet. So he had the hot wallet toggled on, and apparently that's how they took his crypto, because the biggest difference, right, with hot wallet is your seed phrase is stored in the software online versus the cold storage wallet, which is stored on the chip. Okay, so that's a pretty big difference right there, and that's why you want to get a cold storage wallet instead of just having a hot wallet, or you want to make sure you know what you're doing, because like this guy, somehow he toggled the hot wallet by accident, and then whatever viruses and stuff like that got a hold of his crypto. So you want to be have attention when it comes to that. Now the chip is really important here. This is the next gen secure chip, the world's first audible secure element. The Tropic O1 sets a new standard with radically transparent crypto protection and the most advanced hardware security ever created. So that's a big deal, right? That's a big deal because this chip is open source. I think it's connected to Trezor's company. I don't know if it's part of it itself, but it's open source, as it says right here, right? Very transparent protection and all that. And this is a big deal. Like I said, this is the number one thing, because there's a bunch of wallets out there that are not open source, guys. And being open source is a big thing. And why I love Trezor so much, why Trezor to me is probably number one, is because it's fully audible, right? People can look at the code, this and that, and test it and really see if there's anything shady. And it's just out there. It's transparent. So I think that's a big deal right there. And really the selling point along with the quantum ready, right? And also the fact that, so that it has the Tropic O1 chip with an additional NDA-free EA6 Plus secure element chip. And this chip is mainly for the physical protection. So if someone steals your wallet and tries to tamper with it, tries to hack it physically, this is that chip that protects against that. Okay. And if you want to get in the details of these two chips, you can look it up and all that. But the main thing here is that it's open source, it's NDA free. I think that is amazing right there for Trezor. So overall, guys, my honest thoughts, am I getting this wallet? Do I think this wallet is worth it? If it's your first time buying a wallet, maybe you just got the Trezor Safe 5 or you have the Trezor Safe 3. Is this wallet worth it? Do I think it's worth? I mean, the price right now is $249. And one thing I forgot to say is that if you pre-order it, right, you get the magnet wireless charger as a free gift. So, you definitely want to hop on that pretty fast, because apparently it's, I think it might end before November 23rd, right before it gets to pre-order based on supply. But if you want to get that free magnetic wireless charger so you can charge it wirelessly, you definitely want to pre-order it. Again, use my link. It'll help out my channel a lot. After you click my link, you click right here, right, and you'll be able to get that right here. It says right here, free gift, right here at the top, free gift, magnetic wireless charger, for $249, which I think is around the same as the Ledger Stacks and a couple other ones out there. I think it's a good deal, honestly, and I'm definitely gonna get it. I'm gonna bring a review in the future after 1 month or so of using it, 1 week or whatever. Just my honest thoughts after using it, actually using it. But I think it's worth it, and it's worth it if it's your first wallet because it has a great user interface, and it's very secure, and it's a pretty big difference between the other Trezor wallets. I think this is Trezor's biggest wallet ever, obviously, because the other wallets, you know, there was a lot of things missing from the other wallets, even though they were very secure. They didn't have the big touchscreen that Ledger had. They didn't have the Bluetooth connection with the iOS and Android and all these things the Ledger had, and a couple other things, right? So I think this is a pretty big leap here. And now we have Trezor. I think the 3 big wallets is Trezor, this one, the Ledger Stacks or whatever, you know, the main one from Ledger, and I think Keystone 3 Pro is also a big one too that stand out to me. All of these 3 are pretty good. So I think it's definitely worth it. I'm definitely gonna get it. Some other things about this wallet right here, if you can get to it, along with being quantum ready, right? So yeah, I mean, overall, I'm definitely gonna get it. So I think no, is that it? Let me see. Yeah, again, you guys just want to be careful with this wallet. If you're gonna connect it to a bunch of dApps, you want to make sure you have different. I think you could definitely get different wallets for that device itself. Okay. First, yeah, so it's first audible secure element chip. So I think it's great. Honestly, guys, definitely check it out if you guys are getting a wallet for the first time. The security, 10 out of 10 for Trezor. The user interface is probably gonna be a 10 out of 10 because of the screen, because of the connectivity, right? So I think overall it's definitely worth it. And even though it's 240, 250, right? You want to invest. If you have a ton of crypto, you want to invest in your security. You want to invest in the security of your crypto by getting a good cold storage wallet. Not just having it all in a hot wallet or a bad cold storage wallet that's not open source or good user interface. And I think this one basically does really good in both aspects, in the user interface and the open source security. Okay, again, you just want to do the basics and do not share your seed phrase and all that. I think there's even an option to have a phrase, right? So you can have the seed phrase plus your secret phrase as a hidden wallet. There's even that option as well for Trezor, so that's amazing. But it's definitely worth it in my opinion, and I'm definitely getting it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you guys getting it? Are you guys convinced by the end of the video? Another thing too I forgot to mention is that you can manage thousands of coins and tokens. So I mean the same tokens the same networks that you can get on these other ones, right? You will be able to get here. So obviously the big ones, the popular ones, and I think they're able to also update that, right? In the future they might be able to update certain networks, new networks, and you also have the option to have the Bitcoin only wallet. So if you only want a Bitcoin only wallet, you can just set it up so it's just Bitcoin only. Okay. And what you could also do, maybe you have the Trezor Safe 3 or the Safe 5, and what you can do is maybe you can convert that wallet to Bitcoin only and then use this wallet for the rest of your crypto. So I definitely think though it's a big difference from the other Trezor wallets. A big difference with the screen and the user interface itself. But with the Quantum Ready and this chip, the Tropic chip right here, it's even higher. Okay, so shout out to Trezor for overdoing it with this one. I think this is a great wallet. Definitely check it out. Pin comment right there and also in the description. Thank you guys so much. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.